Hello, fam. So today we're going to learn how to make this beautiful flare skirt, and it's a corset on the waist. Just stay tuned and learn this. So here is how it's worn. First and foremost, from the back we'll make the corset, and then from the front we'll have a belt that goes all the way around and gives it this extra snatch, and then we can make a bow in front. So stay tuned if this is for you. So first and foremost, I'll measure the height of the fabric. So the length of the skirt is less than 60 inches, which is 59. So I'm going to make use of this length. So I'll measure all the way to this point, the 60 inches, and ensure that it's balanced on all sides before making this V shape. Then I'll make the length, because I'm going to add a belt line and then also make a round circle for the waist. So I would measure from this edge all the way to the bottom and make a circle from the edge all around. So this is going to be fun. So I'll measure here 60 inches and do that all around. Then link it up with my blue chalk. You could barely see it, but it's there. It's faint, but it's there. So I'll do this all around like this. So after merging all the lines together that I've drawn, I'm going to cut it all out with my scissors. So you can see from my apron, I have everything in there. I have my ruler, I have my measuring tape, even though it was on the ground now. And then I also have my scissors. So if you'd want to learn how to make a tailor's apron, so you have everything you need with you while you're using it and not start looking for this or that, then check my previous video and you'd see how to make an executive apron. So after cutting that out, I'll keep it by the side. I'm going to cut out another one. So from this fabric, I was able to make out two. Can you see the fabric that is left is very little? So I'll do the same thing I did to the first, but in this case, I added half an inch for the back. I made it a bit longer because of the bum. So I placed this on it, added half an inch using my measuring tape all around. As you can see, half an inch all around. And for the part that the half inch, it's more than the fabric, I would have to attach a little bit fabric at that edge. And then I cut it out like this. And now we have our back and our front. So I had to use the floor because I needed a wider space. So I'm going to take it back to the table so that you'd see how it looks up close. So here it is. And now using our circumference, if you know how to measure, circumference is pi r, 2 pi r to get our circumference. But in this case, I did not use the calculations because people have been complaining about the calculations. So if you want to know how to make use of the circumference using your waist just to get the exact measurement, then you go to my page. But if you want to use the measuring tape just to check the waist and make it very easy, so I'm marking the back and the front because both of them look alike. I just came down by 1.5 inch, and then I'm still going to measure round. So please don't forget to like and subscribe so that many would see this video and we could all learn together. So now see, if I measure round, we just have two parts of this. It's like a circle. You saw the half circle. And so I'll measure round and I saw that it's too small. So I have to go wider. So I'll check it again. So the waistline I'm making use of here is 32 inches for the waist. So now you see, if I want to get a wide enough measurement, it means for 32 inches, I would need 16 inches. So let's get 15 inches out of it, because when we sew and go down, we're going to get it very wide. So you see, so now this is 18 inches. From this point to this point, it's 18 inches. So I went down by 2 inches because this is going to be for a waistline of someone who, so between some people that are from 32 inches all the way to 38. So I want someone who has 38 waist, and so after measuring 2 inches down all around, I will now measure it again. Don't be scared to measure over and over again so that you can get the exact measurement and not make a mistake. So I have my 16 inches, so I would cut it all around like this, and I'll do the same thing for the back. I'll do to the front, I'll do the same thing for the back as well. So now for the waistline, I want to make a belt of 3 inches, so I'm going to do 3.5, making a total of 7 inches on fold. So you see, I'm measuring this on fold, so I have my 3.5 inches, which is 7 inches in total for the height. And then for the length, I'm going to make use of the full length of this 2.5. So that's 60 plus 60, 120, and I'll add another 30, that would be 150. So you see, the full length of the skirt, here it is. So I just separated one that I'm going to divide into 2, this one. And remember, mark it because both sides look alike, so you don't want to make a mistake of sewing and then discovering that one looks a little bit faint compared to the other. So immediately start marking on the wrong side of your wrapper, and then this is the remaining. This is the half I'm adding to it, 60 plus 60, and then I'll add this little bit here. So I'll join them all together. I'll measure everything all together so that you'd know the length of belt I made use of. So the longer it is, the more beautiful a bow it can form. So this is the pocket, which is 12 inches on one side and 16 inches on the other. 16 inches on the side that is going to be folded, while the height of it is 12 inches. See, 12 inches. And then on fold we have so now this is the waistline, the belt for the front that I have already joined together. So this is it on fold. So let me measure the total length. So the total length is, can you see, 53.5. So if I add 53.5 plus, so 54 plus 54, that will be 104 inches for the total for the unfold for the belt region. So you could do more. And so for the parts I want to be thick, that's exactly on the waistline, I put a cotton ST. I notched it. That's exactly where the waistline is going to be. So that is for the front part. And now for the back part, this is the length of it. So I have 36 inches. And then for the parts that is going to be exactly on the waist, I just put a cotton ST there. So it mustn't be exactly, but I just want that part to be thick enough. So here's the front and here is the back. So I'm going to iron it down by 1/2 inch because it's going to be on fold. So you see why I need this at the end. So here is the back part. So the back part is going to have a pocket on it. Remember, we cut out our pockets and we told you 12 inches by 16 inches. So I'm going to separate the 2 pockets, one for one side and the other for the other side. So you see this. So what we're going to do is create a demarcation between where our hand is going to pass through, and the part where we're going to sew at the bottom part. So I just make an oval shape. This is optional, you can sew it down, but I'll show you. So from this point to this point, I measured 7 inches. Sorry, it's outside the camera. So I'll bring it back in. So I'll go in by more than 1/2 inch and create a curve and make a shape like a bell shape at the bottom part like this. So let me show you how it looks up close. Here it is. You see, I came in by more than 1/2 inch, like 3/4 inch, and then see it. I weaved it and sewed it round the bottom part and leaving this 3/4 inch that I left outside. So now I created an exact rectangle shape of this. So sewed it down. I see. So I'll show you again. I'll place it like this, right side against right side, sew it by the wrong side and turn it. So when I turn it, I'm going to, let me show you. Here it is. I'm going to sew it down. I'll sew the side down so it has a neat finish there, and then here as well, so it has a neat finish. I see the wrong side. Then I'll sew it all around like this. So we have our pockets, the facing side, neatly looking. And here's the belt. This for the waist side of the top part. So here it is. So here is how the pocket looks. See the side that is neatly finished and sewn. This is how my hand goes in. Are you seeing this? As well as the other part, like this. Then I'll place it on the edge of both sides of our back part, like this. Then I'll sew it down. I'll sew it down here. See it, wrong side. I'll sew the wrong side as on top, right side against right side, and I'll sew it down. And sew it all the way to the bottom, and that pocket's already formed. So here it is after it has been sewn. This is the back part, and here we're going to sew our waist. Remember, here it is. So it's going to be more than the pocket by at least 1.5 inch. Are you seeing this? So here I'm going to put this tiny rims. So I made 1/2 inch rims so that I can be able to create. So you can make puncture holes to make the corset belt on top, or make tiny rims. I made 3 of it, like it was 3 inches on fold. Are you seeing? Let me bring it up close. Can you see? 3 of it, and then passed our long rope inside it. So here it is at the back. So now we have our back part created. Now we need our front part. So for the front part, remember the belt is very long, so I notched it at the edge, at the middle part, so I would not have one side longer than the other. And the same thing I did for the back. And I'll notch here as well, the middle part, and make sure I place exactly. So I'll notch both sides, the middle parts of both sides. So I'll notch the top and the bottom part. So I'll place it exactly at those points, right side against right side, and then I'll sew on the wrong side. So I'll show you exactly how I sewed it on the, so from the middle part, I sewed it and stopped at exactly where the flare ended, and locked my stitch there. Then turned it around and sewed to the other side as well, from midpoint to the other side and exactly where the flare ended, like this. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and click the notification bell for many more posts. So I'll lock it here and we're good. So now we're going to sew the belt region. So start from the rim, the edge of the belt. I'll put the belt on fold like this, and then sew it. I'll sew it and lock it at the top, come down and lock it as well, turn it around, and then sew all the way to where the flare begins. I'll make sure I stop at exactly where the flare begins. You see, the belt is quite long, and at this point I'll just lock it back and forth and we're good. So do the same thing to the other side, then turn the belt around. So I'll show you how I turned the belt around. So I did the same thing at this point, sewed it, and then here it is. After I turned it around, I've not even pressed it down, and you see the space that is left on top of the skirt. So I'm going to sew here, or fold it, that part where we have 1/2 inch fold, sew it down, press it down, and this is how it looks. So where I'm going to stop, I'll join the 2 parts together. I'm going to measure where I'm going to stop on the 2 parts. I'll stop at exactly 12 inches. So I'll mark it. That's exactly where the pocket's going to be. So I'll mark it there on one side and do the same thing to the other parts as well. I'll mark it on by 12 inches. And that's where I'm going to stop. I'll join the 2 parts together, and that's where I'm going to stop and lock it. Wow. And here it is, how it looks. Very fabulous, and you can wear it with any top of your choice. So I love the white one more. Which one do you love more? And so if you want to learn how to make this sort of tops, I also have it on my page, so just check it out. And any other post you'd want me to make, just tell me. Thank you very much and have a lovely day. Bye.